My name's Dave DeBow, founder of MoneyPartnerFormula.com, and this show is built for everyday real estate investors who are actively doing deals and looking to scale using other people's money. So if you're an active real estate investor and you want to get featured on this show to talk about your own real estate and capital raising experiences, then just go to daveinterviewsyou.com. Now let's get rolling with this episode, and remember to subscribe for daily interview content. Hey, folks, welcome back. Today, zooming in from beautiful Cleveland, Ohio, or thereabouts, we've got a very experienced real estate entrepreneur, Jon Sprinkle. He's been in the business for 25 years. He's done a lot with single-family homes, and these days he's moving up into multifamily properties. So, Jon, welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thanks, Dave.
So give us a little snapshot. We're towards the end of March 2025 right now as we're recording this. What does your current portfolio look like? What have you been kind of focusing on for the last number of years, and where are you taking things from here?
Sure. So we are moving into multifamily. We've predominantly been in the single family space for a long time in various different ways. We're finishing up all those last projects and moving into multifamily.
So were you doing flips, or what were you doing with single families?
We were doing a little flipping, but most of the time it was trying to build a portfolio. And,
Okay.
you know, when you scale in single family to get to 50 doors, that's a lot of work. To get to 50 doors in multifamily, that could be 10 units. It could be 150 unit.
Exactly. So a lot, 50 headaches, 50 roofs, 50 plumbing systems, 50 heating systems to fool around with versus one building with multiple.
That's correct.
Got it. Okay. So up to kind of what size of a portfolio did you build up to in the single family home space?
We only ever had, I think at the most we only ever had was 12. That's not a lot, but we had a lot of ins and outs over the years.
For sure.
So
what was that light bulb moment where you said, to heck with single family, I really, really want to focus on multifamily?
When I found a mastermind. I was looking for something. I had a real estate franchise I bought, and they taught you the system of buying real estate and fixing it or flipping it or wholesaling it. They taught you the system, but it was a hamster wheel. And so I got on that wheel, and you could never get caught up. You could never get ahead. I had a lot of different things going on as a serial entrepreneur. That's part of an entrepreneur's problem is
I hear you.
When to say, yeah, you have to know when to say no. So I had a lot of different things going on, and so I could never scale. And when I found this mastermind, a multifamily mastermind, was to get me off the fence. I saw that, immediately called up the franchise and said, I want out. I'm done. And I haven't looked back.
Cool. That's what really sparked you. And the nice thing is, when you're part of a mastermind like that, you also see what's possible, because there's other guys and girls in there doing exactly what you want to be doing, right? So it's not just the gurus that's running the mastermind, it's the people you're rubbing shoulders with at the same time.
Absolutely. And everybody was in a very similar story. What started in single family or did, other real estate stuff. Very few people jump right into multifamily. So you're listening to their stories. You're listening to all the things that they have. And generally most people are like me. They've got some type of portfolio. It's mixed up. It needs to just go away or recapitalize or something. And so you're listening to how they did it. Some people can literally light everything on fire and walk away. And other people want to piecemeal things out, sell one at a time, fix it up and move on that way. So burn the boats. That's what I was looking for. Some people can burn the boats, like just
get rid of it all. So where are you? You kind of like piecemealing it out or burn the boats kind of guy?
I am the piecemealing it out because I am looking for my permanent partners. There's two different partners. There's deal partners where you get into a deal, especially in multifamily, hey, we need to build an owner team, for take down a 50 unit or 100 unit, and maybe they're your deal partner. Well, that's kind of like dating. I'm going to date you but probably not going to stick around. We're probably not going to do a deal together. The next deal, I don't want that because, I mean, if you can imagine in the dating scene having three girlfriends, how are you going to keep all that stuff straight? I don't want that. So longevity is been one of the key things. I'll be married this year for 25 years, and I understand what you get in longevity, the sacrifices, but also the gains.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking for not deal partners. I'm looking for permanent partners. And most of the people in real estate are individuals. And I've had people say, why don't you just do it on your own? Well, because I am actually looking to scale. And they were not looking to scale. They were just happy, $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, flipping a few houses. That was their thing. And I'm like, that's not where I want to go.
So when it comes to multifamily, John, you understand the importance of having team members. Now that you're in the thick of it, really learning how the business works, where do you see yourself fitting in amongst the different team members? Because there's different roles. There are folks that are really good at underwriting properties, folks that are really good at managing tenants and toilets or managing the managers. There are folks that are really good at kind of investor relations and the accounting side of things. Where do you see yourself fitting into that?
I think I fit in with the direction, like where are we going to go next? Where also, so I took a a test, and it showed that I was kind of the uniter. I bring people together. If you have somebody that's really good at that, or you have something that's really bad at that, and if you had, let's say, there's 5 different jobs that have to happen, and everybody was good at 1 or 2 of the jobs, but bad at the other 4 or 5 or 3 or 4 jobs, and I'm decent at all of them. I don't have that one strength. Like I am like an accountant, or I am like the construction guy. I am the kind of the go-between everybody, and I also am able to focus on where we're going, not where we've been. So I had a restaurant servicing business, and the easiest way to explain it is I'm not the general manager. I cannot sit in one spot and manage that one store. But let's focus on where we're going to grow this franchise next. Well, we want to go into this state. We want to go into this section of the country. We want to build out outside the major cities. We want to pick up some smaller cities. Where okay, let's go find it, and let's make a plan to get there. And so that's where I see myself. So I'm trying to unite people. I'm trying to and fill the roles and be the glue, I guess. My
Okay,
role.
well, I can see that being very appealing once it gets to a certain size, but when you're just getting something off the ground, everybody's got to roll up their sleeves and get right in there and get shit done. So
Yes.
where do you see yourself fitting in early days? Because it's too early to be just the person that manages everybody else.
Yeah. I think we're finding the deals, evaluating the deals, and taking the deals down, working the deals. That's
Yeah.
kind of where I see myself.
So you've been working at this for a while.
Yes.
It's from my understanding, finding the deals these days that really make sense is a big challenge. What are you finding early days is kind of some of the challenging stuff that you guys are coming up across?
So multifamily is very segmented. I mean, it is like old school real estate where it's all about the relationships. If you in our area, everybody was an individual office on the retail single family side, and then they got together and like, hey, let's have a county MLS. And so they'd all get together and trade back in the days when they'd actually have a book, and the book would come out once a week or something like that. And then the regionals got together and said, hey, you know, we're selling all over Northeast Ohio, and so they created something called Normals, which was Northern Ohio Regional Multiple Listing Service, and that doesn't exist in the commercial space. There's websites, but most of the time you literally pick up the phone and contact individual brokers
Mm-hmm.
to find the deals to get on their lists. I made contact with one about 3 weeks ago. He gave me some not so deals. And we established a relationship. Magically, last week, I got an email of a very nice deal.
Nice.
Off market. And I wouldn't have known about it had I not taken the time to meet him, to tour a couple of his deals. And the game there is they'll throw some stuff out on their website to get the phones ringing, to find the people. And those sellers really weren't really looking to sell unless they found somebody that had more money than brain.
Just got to put a little bait out there, huh?
Yeah. And so now I took the time to meet with him. He understood what I'm looking for. And he sent out this nice one over on the east side of Cleveland. And that's what it takes. You can't just look on the MLS and find a house. You have to go digging. You have to build your broker lists of commercial real estate brokers and the people that want to sell the stuff you want. I mean, whether you want retail or commercial or industrial, they kind of.
What are you guys focusing on?
Multifamily. Yeah.
Multifamily.
Absolutely.
So apartment buildings, is there a specific geographic area that you're liking more than others?
The entire Cleveland MSA.
Okay.
So, when you're getting going, you have to be able to touch it, smell it, feel it. You want to be within probably 2 hours, probably within an hour of where you're going to be buying a building. And if you can build a system, then I can go anywhere. I mean, I'm in Cleveland now, but I can go to Atlanta, or I can go to Florida, or I can go anywhere. I looked at some in Macon, Georgia, just because wouldn't have made sense for me to buy them, but just because I could see it was actually a portfolio of, I don't know, 4 or 5 different complexes. So it was like, I wonder if I could do that. And of course, the dreamer, you're like, maybe we could take that down, but it doesn't really make sense. But that's what's out there if you go looking.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, hey, Jon, this has been great. And I can tell that you've been really focused on this. And I think you're going to, based on your past success with single family homes and your focus on building a really good team and taking the time and investing in yourself to really learn the business, I think it's going to go really well for you. So if people want to connect with you, where's the best place for them to go to do that?
They can check out my website. It's alphanovallc.com. That's where a front-facing place they can check us out, and we're raising capital to invest in multifamily.
Awesome. Very good. Well, Jon, thanks so much for being on the show. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you on the next one. Hey there. I really hope you enjoyed that episode. And as always, if you want to listen to more daily interview content, make sure you subscribe. And if you're an active real estate investor and you're doing deals and you'd like to get featured on this show, then just head over to daveinterviewyou.com. Now, at moneypartnerformula.com, we help real estate investors to create a process for predictably getting capital so they can do more deals without relying on hard money lenders or the banks. We do this by building them a private capital marketing system. Now, if you want help turning yourself into a big money capital attraction machine, then book a call with our team to see how we can help. Just visit moneypartnerformula.com to find out more. All right, take care, and we'll see you on the next interview.